Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on how I make Bible tabs. So it's a short video. I'm going to show you step by step how I do these Bible tabs. I love doing these. I've been doing them for quite a few years now and have blessed many women with these tabs. And I think like, with my heart, it's just, you know, these tabs, I put a lot of love into them. You know, I hand write them, I cut them out, I get them ready for the girls, but just anything that I can do to draw women closer to Jesus, I will do. And so this is just one way for me, like, Lord, how can I use my crafting to be able to just draw people to you? And so this is one of the things that I love doing. I love making Bible tabs. Right now I just sold about 17 Bible tabs. The reason why I sell them is because I use them for missionary homes in the Philippines. So the money doesn't go to me, it goes towards the proceeds of Imprint Global Missions, which is, if you saw a lot of my videos, me and my husband are doing missionary homes, building missionary homes in the Philippines. So the money goes towards that. I use it to raise funds for that. And so I just want to say, you know, thank you guys so much for everybody who's been supporting. And I hope that you're really blessed through this tutorial. I hope this is something that will just spark up for you to do the same thing and be able to create these tabs and bless other women with them. So watch the short tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like my channel. And most importantly, don't forget to share. Again, we don't want it to stop here. We want it to continue on. So maybe there's other women that just want to know how to make these Bible tabs. Oh, and another thing too is you don't have to just make Bible tabs. You can just do these tabs to like put inside of your journal. You can journal with them. You can use them to write like prayer requests. So there's a lot of great ways that you can use the tabs, but I use them as Bible tabs. So I just want to share a quick video. I hope that you're blessed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Watch and be blessed.
So one of the first things that you want to do is pick out your print. So for me, I usually go to Hobby Lobby and they have like a huge selection, but I chose to do the floral, and so I buy the hardstock, and that's what I use front and back. So I look for the one that has the front and back. You have to look for a very light print because you got to remember that you're writing with marker on it, and so you want to be able to see what you're writing. So the next thing that you want to do is grab one of these tabs. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's a tab puncher. So this is what I use, and I punch out all the way down on the paper, and this is what it looks like after you're done punching them. So it just depends how many you want to make, but these are all the ones that I was able to punch. Again, I got this at Hobby Lobby. You want to go ahead and pick out your markers. So for me, I'm doing some calligraphy. I like the little brush mark looking type of writing. So this is what I picked up. Again, I got this at Hobby Lobby. Now it's time for your writing. So you want to grab your tabs and start writing out. You know, for me, I'm writing the books in the Bible, but it's totally up to you if you're going to do Bible journaling, whatever it is. But I usually do front and back. So that's my next step that I do. So I just want to let you guys know before I continue on to this tutorial, I actually asked women if they needed any Bible tabs, and I got 17 orders of these. And so right now you're seeing me do a tutorial on 17 orders of Bible tabs. It's a lot of work, but definitely worth it. And with my Bible tabs, I like to laminate them. So the way I do it is I grab this tape from the 99-cent store. I have a tape gun. So I usually get that. And what I do is I grab it, and I'm just kind of talking to a customer. So if you guys notice, I'm doing these tabs at work and at my home. You'll see the two different places that I'm recording at. But anyway, so I grab the tape, I lay it across. If you could see, I pull out a strip, I place it down, so sticky side up. I grab my Bible tabs. So that's the next thing. So we know they're all done. They're ready to start placing onto the tape. And I grab them one by one and I place them. So this tape that I buy fits perfectly for the tab size. And I usually get at the 99-cent store. I grab my tape gun, and that's what I use to laminate. So here I am just sticking each one. I like to put them really close, you guys. Try to put them as close as possible. And the reason why you're going to see, because when we cut them, you only have to cut once in the middle and then once on top. So you're not trying to trim too much of the extra pieces of laminate. But again, that's how I do it, one by one. Just make sure you place them very carefully, because once you stick them, they're stuck. So sometimes it could be, you know, if you don't stick it right, it'll be bubbly in the back. So you want to make sure that you're really taking your time and laying them one by one. Again, I'm doing 17 sets. This was very time consuming, but very worth it. I had a lot of fun doing this. It took me actually 3 weeks to make 17 Bible tabs. You got to remember I had to write front and back 66 tabs each set, plus laminate them, and then you'll see the rest of the steps. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the tape and I'm going to kind of measure it on how long it is. You want to go a little over, and I'm going to lay it right on top. You got to be very gentle. Take your time. Like I said, boom, there you go. Once you place it, that is it. So there you go. I'm done with all my 17 tabs. Well, no, actually that's only one set. That's one set. It's all laminated and ready for the next step. So now you can see I'm at home. I'm at my desk because I would take these home and then take them to work with me. But now what I'm going to do is now you're going to start cutting them out. So here you have your strips. Everything's in order. Here I am. I'm going to start cutting them out. So I just do one in the middle, one in the middle, one on top, one in the middle. So I do not have to worry about any excessive tape on the outside. Yes, there's a little bit, which is good because it protects your Bible tabs from the edges and corners. But again, this is how I do it, one by one. I'm not going to do all of them. So like I'll start looking at some of the edging and just make sure everything's good. Kind of clean them up a little bit. But again, you shouldn't have to do too much of it. But I do it just to kind of make sure that everything's good on each of the corners. Sometimes you'll have extra. But again, you want to make them look as clean as possible, as presentable as possible. So once you cut them out, you're going to go ahead and cut the sides. You'll see, once you cut them, you got to get the sides cut out. And that's the way it's going to work for the rest of them. So I'm only doing a few just to give you guys this little tutorial on how I do it. So cut them out, then just cut the sides. Just boom one time and then one time on the other side. And there you go. So now you're ready. You have them and they're ready to take on to the next step. So your next step is you're going to grab some of this double-sided tape. Again, I get this at Hobby Lobby. And I get the 1/4 size. So there's a really skinny one and there's a really thicker one. I get not the skinniest one, but the next to the skinniest. So I get this, I cut one side, I take a little piece off because the side that I just cut, those little pieces, that's what's going to hold your double-sided tape. So you're going to face the sticky side up, grab a little bit of tape at the end, as you can see, and you're going to stick it on one end, and on the other end, you're going to stick it so it stays straight. So if you see how sometimes it gets stuck. So just be really careful with this tape, you guys, because once it gets stuck, it'll rip right off. So now I'm making it to where it's kind of tight. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my tabs and start sticking them on one by one, side by side. Very close, you guys. The reason why is because you don't want to have to do double work. So you want to stick them close, and all you're going to do, you guys will see the next step, is I'm going to cut them. So right in between each tab, you're just going to cut them. There's nothing else that you have to do after that. But if you go far apart, then you're going to have a lot of excess lamination, which is the tape. And you're going to have to cut off again and again and again. So you want to eliminate that. Again, just side by side, right close, just butt up against each other. And do that all. I like to make the strip really long so I can just if I do it too short, then I'm constantly cutting the tape and pasting it to the sides of the table. Well, taping it to the sides of the table. So I try to do it really, really long so that way I don't have to do too much work on taping down the tape. So now I'm going to grab my scissors. I'm going to go ahead and cut off that little bit of extra. Did you see how I did it right at the tip? And then you're going to go ahead and just start cutting away. So see, if I'm just cutting right in the middle, I don't have to worry about taking off. No more excess lamination. Boom, it's done. And then just start stacking them on top of each other. And then just go ahead and cut until, and now you're going to do this with all your 66 tabs. Cut them and then just stack them, cut them and stack them so we can get ready for the next step that we'll be doing. So you want to just keep going by doing that. Once you get your whole strip, you'll see how they're like that. See, that's how it's going to look in the back. So when they get them, they're just going to peel it right off and stick it on their Bible. And then the front won't have any tape on it. And there you go. They're all ready to be put onto your Bible. So this is what mine looks like. I have my Bible, I have my tabs, and you can just, whoever you give them to, just tell them to watch a YouTube video. There's a lot of different ways you can put your tabs. You can put them in lines, you can put it up and down, but these are beautiful. They make your Bible look beautiful. So I hope you liked my tutorial.